Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to the speakers and all the attendees joining us today. I thank Encora for this opportunity to share our perspective on the influence of digital technologies and engineering across industry segments. I'm Vijay Hegde. I'm partner at Zinnov Management Consulting. We are a 20-year-old global management and strategy consulting firm with a presence across US, Europe, and India. We have successfully consulted with over 250 plus Fortune 500 enterprises, large and mid-market private equity funds, majorly to develop actionable insights that would help them create value across dimensions of both revenue as well as optimization. Our core expertise lies in product engineering, digital transformation, innovation, and outsourcing advisory. Across this, we work with diverse set of product and services companies. Over the next 20 minutes, I'll try to cover two areas. One, overall digital and product engineering landscape and opportunity, spend, trends, leading industry segments, and highlights of this particular phase. Second, key technologies that are driving digital engineering spend and investments across industry segments. Let's start with the macroeconomic scenarios, right? The current macroeconomic scenarios are impacting industries, but with varying degrees. We can clearly bucket these industries based on impact or influence. Let's start with the first. There is a segment of industries that are benefiting from it. For example, defense, energy and utilities, automotive. The companies across E&U are shifting towards more sustainable, reliable, digitally enabled future. Looking at automotive, we spoke to multiple CXOs over the last 6 months, and in unison, all of them seem to be on the same page when it comes to continuing with their priorities, whether it's electrification or otherwise. Yes, there are challenges with the pent-up demand, the supply chain constraints, but we are confident that the industry will overcome this. The next bucket of industries like semiconductor and enterprise software are a good place to be in. Again, there is an erosion of market cap, but most giants are cash-rich and will come out successfully on the other side. In fact, the demand for the digital transformation is just going to be higher as companies will look to incorporate anti-fragility. We expect the impact to be highest in verticals like retail. The inflation will impact this certainly. And verticals like consumer software, which have unproven business models, will be under the stress in the short to medium term. I want to start with the definition of digital engineering. The question we are almost often asked is, what is digital engineering? At Zinnov, we define digital engineering as the spending on the next generation tech such as AI, ML, IoT, AR, VR, and microservices by enterprises to build new products, services, or modernize existing products. So both the spend by Microsoft on building tech platforms as well as the investment by GM to build a connected car or autonomous driving capabilities will both of these fall under the gamut of digital engineering. We believe that as an enterprise looks to future-proof their technology estate and build connected products and services, digital engineering spend will increase further and provide impetus to the overall recovery scenario. As you can see, digital engineering is set to grow and is expected to reach a staggering $1.6 or $1.58 trillion in global spending by 2026. Despite the current environment and multitude of factors impacting growth across sectors, the pace of innovation continues to remain the same. Currently, as you see, we peg the spending by global enterprises to about $810 billion. Now let's look at spending by geo. In terms of geo standpoint, over the years, the gap between Western Europe and APAC has been constantly decreasing. Interestingly, the recent report from EU Commissions on regions' R&D investment suggests that 4 to 6% CAGR for the next couple of years amid the macro headwinds. However, APAC and North America will continue to grow faster than the Western Europe. In 2022, for the first time, APAC surpassed Western Europe, which stems from the presence of high-tech verticals in the region, where companies are investing in new age technologies such as 5G, cloud AI, metaverse, etc. North America continued to expand its slice of the pie with almost 65% of market share in 2022, which is largely boosted by significant investment from the tech behemoths, whether it's Alphabet, Facebook, Intel, and others. At Zinnov, we segment this industry verticals into three major buckets: manufacturing, high-tech, and services-led. For example, if we looked into the engineering spend staggering of $1.6 trillion by 2026, the high-tech-led verticals backed by software and internet would make up more than half of the digital engineering spend by 2026. And the services-led verticals would be the fastest growing segment going forward, right? Let's get into the details of each of these buckets. Let me give a broad overview of what's driving digital spending in the manufacturing-led vertical, the first bucket. We'll begin with automotive. Case is a theme where car makers across the globe have investing in a big bucks. That's connected, autonomous, shared, and electrified. The first, the electrification. This is in particular has witnessed a massive upstick thanks to the government incentivization. Although certain segments of passenger cars are hit when it comes to the sales, EV sales are at an all-time high. For example, Tesla, GM, all of them are reporting a record number in sales. Second, the connected capabilities. They are the prime differentiators for a vehicle. A car is no different from a smartphone these days. Third, the shared mobility. The initiatives have taken a hit maybe in last 3 to 4 years, but we haven't seen too many large programs as well being announced. But we expect car makers to continue invest in these case themes, and the customer demands are more sustainable, connected, and autonomous cars. When it comes to the industrial sector, the smart manufacturing has become a table stakes. Centralizing a view through a digital thread-led backbone is already transforming the way products are being designed, made, or serviced. Given the industry has faced a significant supply chain related challenges in past 2 to 3 years, there is a focus on leveraging intelligent supply chain systems to stay ahead of the curve. The third is the aerospace and defense sector. This sector has experienced a remarkable rebound, largely driven by the defense segment. With the escalating geopolitical tension, defense expenditures have reached unprecedented levels. Notably, the defense and space companies are directing investment towards the advanced missile systems, autonomous unmanned vehicles, and the electrification of vertical takeoff capabilities. In parallel, the aerospace firms are capitalizing on predictive maintenance of their assets, utilizing digital twins for design purposes, and adopting Industry 4.0 practices to modernize their shop floors. These efforts collectively contribute to the sector's sustained focus on the digital engineering expenditure. Now let's look at the second bucket, the high-tech verticals. These verticals account for the bulk of the digital engineering spending of that $1.6 trillion. The software internet is simply the largest contributor to the global digital engineering spend. Significantly, the North America driven, and you have Gamma or Mama firms driving this. Although we might be hearing layoffs and all, we still know that the Mark will invest 20% of his R&D budget into Meta. Likewise, Microsoft has taken a huge bet on generative AI through its investment in OpenAI. Even the hyperscalers are witnessing increased adoption of cloud across industries. These mega focus areas are here to stay. But one segment that will be hit in this space is the consumer-led software segment. The investors are going to be more cautious and focus on profitability. Plus, in this recessionary environment, consumer spending on apps is likely to be less, and hence the outlook has been revised accordingly. The second bucket here is semiconductor. The end usage of semiconductor across industries has been witnessing a remarkable surge, driving innovation and transforming various sectors. For instance, the connected and electric car, which requires almost 3x more chips than the traditional car. Similarly, the industries such as healthcare, aerospace, defense, energy, and for example, industry automations have all experienced a surge in the usage of semiconductors. From avionics system to the renewable energy solutions, semiconductors play a vital role in enabling efficiency, reliability, and innovation. Now the third bucket, the most exciting in the high-growth services-led segment. Let's start with the bank's BFSI segment. The BFSI players are adapting digital technology and spending in it to enhance customer experience, optimize operational efficiency, and leverage data-driven insights. For example, we recently were looking into the US banks. The US bank executives said the 40% of the bank's 2021 technology budget went to core system technologies. And some of the initiatives that will drive the future of outsourcing spend are big data, digital banking, customer experience, and the digital infrastructure. For example, the Bank of America has invested in Erica, a virtual financial assistant that uses artificial intelligence to provide a personalized guidance to and proactive insights into it. Citi has launched a Citi Flex account, a digital checking and savings account built on a Google Play platform that offers a seamless and intuitive banking experience. And the last one is, if you look at JP Morgan Chase, they have acquired a company called Netmec, a UK-based digital wealth manager that offers online investment management services. On the second bucket is the healthcare payers and providers. These two segments is adapting the digital technologies and investing in them to improve quality, accessibility, and affordability of healthcare services. One of the key focus areas for healthcare providers is telemedicine. Right? This enables remote consultation, monitoring, and diagnosis through digital platforms. And the telemedicine can serve as a digital front door for patients, offering convenience, choice, and personalized care. For example, the Cleveland Clinic has launched a virtual care platform that allows patients to access on-demand scheduled care from any device. Digital technologies have also percolated at every step of the patient care value chain, and the providers are building innovative tools and platforms to drive a better outcome and enhance the patient's life. For example, if you take United Health Group, they have developed a Optum IQ, a data and analytics platform that leverages AI, machine learning, and the natural language processing to generate insights and solutions for our healthcare challenges. The third important aspect within this is the payers, as it seeks to automate trifecta of sales, customer service, and the operations through intelligent automation. They can help payers in streamlining the processes, reduce cost, improve accuracy, and enhance the customer satisfaction, CSAT score. For example, Anthem has deployed a chatbot named Sydney that can answer common questions from members, providers, brokers, almost everyone, right, including doctors. And it can help in benefits and paying bills, etc. Similarly, if I look at Humana, they've implemented a robotic process automation to automate a repetitive tasks such as claims processing, enrollment verification, authorization, etc. Now let's look at the four key technology trends. Right? They are electrification, AI, cloud, and sustainability. Let's start with electrification. Right? It is revolutionizing the multiple industries. The automotive sector is a prime example with a widespread adoption of EVs. Let me give a few examples. The companies like Honda are leading the charge by investing significant resources in EV research and development. Honda is committed approximately $40 billion towards EV advancements, including engineering the solid-state battery, showcases their direction in driving the transition to electric mobility. The another good example is the energy industry, where the shift towards renewable energy sources such as wind and solar power is transforming the electricity generation landscape. Similarly, Shell, a major player in the energy industry, has formed a consortium aimed at accelerating the electrification of off-road mining vehicles. This collaboration highlights the industry's recognition of the environmental benefits and technological potential of electrifying heavy-duty equipments. Now look at AI, or specifically the applied AI or generative AI. Well, the majority of the applied AI use cases are seeing the fastest adoption. Few use case adoptions within generative AI and the software 2.0 are rapidly increasing. The new use cases cropping up in the applied AI are AI-aided design and prototyping and deep reinforcement learning. The rest of the use cases are highly matured in applied AI. The next one is the generative AI, what we have the ChatGPT kind of. These users, like a personalized marketing or a content generation for a productivity, might gain a significant amount of adoption in the near future. The software 2.0 is the third one. The use cases like automated code reviews, AI-based testing can be mostly adopted in the medium term. The third technology is the cloud. The cloud market is expected to witness a robust growth in next decade, reaching approximately 1.3 trillion by 2030. The growth will be driven by several factors. First, the adoption of digital-led services across various sectors and regions. This will be fueled by the increasing penetration of internet and mobile devices and the rise in consumption of big data from it. Cloud services enable the faster, cheaper, more scalable delivery of digital solutions such as e-commerce, streaming, gaming, social media, AI, IoT, etc. The second, the rising of digitization among enterprises in APAC, majorly in APAC, which accounts for the largest share of global cloud market. The APAC region is witnessing a rapid transformation of its business landscape due to an increased focus on cost optimization, innovation, and customer experience. The cloud services offer enterprises the flexibility, the agility, and efficiency to adopt changing market dynamics and the customer preferences. And the last one is the economic of organizational and societal impact of the pandemic. This has accelerated the digital transformation of various industries and sectors. The pandemic has increased the demand for remote working, as we know, the online education, the telehealth, the e-government, and any cloud-based services, enabling social distancing, the business continuity, etc., etc. The pandemic has also highlighted the need for resiliency, security, and the scalability of IT infrastructure, which the cloud services can provide. So these factors we just saw will continue to shape the cloud market in coming years. This would create new opportunities and challenges for cloud services providers and users. And the last technology is the sustainability. The asset-heavy verticals such as manufacturing, transportation, utilities are investing in product electrification, manufacturing digitization, and cutting down on emission so that they can increase the efficiency, competitiveness, and sustainability. Right. Let's take product electrification. This involves replacing fossil fuel-based engines and components with electric motors and batteries, and this would reduce the carbon emissions and the fuel cost. For example, the Siemens Mobility is developing electric trains and buses that can run on renewable energy sources. Let's look into the second one, the manufacturing digitization. This involves using digital technologies such as sensors, cloud computing, AI, and robotics to optimize the production processes to improve quality and reduce waste. Here I can quote an example from Honeywell, using the digital twins and predictive analytics to monitor and improve the performance of its industrial equipments. Right. The third being value chain engineering. This involves re-engineering the entire value chain of a product or a services from design to delivery to minimize the environmental impact and maximize the value creation. The good example here would be a Schneider Electric. They are using the value chain engineering to reduce its carbon footprint by 120 million tons by 2030. The fourth is the energy efficiency. This involves implementing measures to reduce energy consumption and increase energy savings across industrial operations. The ABB is a good example who's offering a energy efficiency solution such as a variable speed drive, smart sensors, and power management system to all of its customers. The last one being the clean energy and sustainability. So this involves adopting renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, hydropower to meet energy demand and reduce the greenhouse gas emissions. The Vodafone is a good example here, which uses a solar power to run telecom towers in India, saving almost 29,000 tons of carbon dioxide per year. So in conclusion, when we see it, the digital engineering is the application of digital technologies and methods to entire product life cycle from design and development to testing and deployment. It enables faster, cheaper, and more efficient product creation as well as improved quality, including performance, the customer satisfaction, etc. The digital engineering also helps future-proof the product landscape by allowing product teams to adapt to changing market conditions, customer preferences, and technology innovations. Therefore, digital engineering is not a trend, but a necessity for a product excellence and a leadership in the digital age. Last, I would like to quote Steve Jobs, as he said, the innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower, and the digital engineering provides an opportunity to be a leader in this respective sector or industry segment. By adopting innovative solutions, creating value for customers, the investors and the stakeholders. Yep, that's it from my side. Thank you all. Thank you for this opportunity, Encora. And for all of you, have a good day. Thank you.